Good morning. These days, there is a lot of demand for online classes, which creates the demand for preparing video lectures. This is my effort to explain very briefly about creating a video lecture in a very simple way using PowerPoint. The latest Office versions, 2019 and Office 365, have the facility for recording video lectures. So, in Office 2016 and higher versions, the PowerPoint has a record slideshow option. Uh, I will assume that you have Office 365 or Office 2019, where this option is natively present. In Office 2016, you have to configure this ribbon to get this button here. So in Office, this is Office 365, and the first step to do the recording is to go to the slideshow tab, and then there you will find this record slideshow button. Uh, if you press the lower part of this, you will get three options: record from current slide, record from the beginning, and clear. The clear is grayed out because as of now there is no recording. Once you record, this option will be enabled. So in the previous slide, I pressed the slide recording from beginning option, and so we are now in the slide recording option, slide recording environment. So the first thing I did here is to create this red dot. This is the laser pointer. So doing that is very easy. You have to right click somewhere and you get this menu, and from here you go to the pointer options, and then further you get the laser pointer option here. So you can get the laser pointer, pen, highlighter, and anything you want you can select from here. So I have selected laser pointer. Laser pointer is helpful in explaining things, and let us understand the environment fully. On the top left corner, you have these three buttons which are self-explanatory. This is the record button, stop button, and replay button. Then here you see the notes option, notes menu. If you have previously written notes for the slides, if you press here, you will get the notes here. You can read out the notes, and these notes will not be visible to the attendees. And then there is a clear option here. So clear option, if you press, then you get clear recordings on current slide, clear recordings on all slides. This option is very useful, clear recordings on the current slides. The reason is that you might have to revise the narration for a single slide. So you don't have to revise the entire lecture. You can select the slide on which you want to work, and just say clear recording from the current slide and do a re-recording. Here you see the presenter's view. You will be your view will come here, and if you observe that my video is not coming here because there are three buttons over here. You can mute yourself, you can disable the camera, or you can disable the presenter view here. And then there are these tools. This is the eraser, this is the pen tool, this is the highlighter tool, and these are the color palettes. So using these tools, you can write something on the slide, or highlight something, or erase something. For example, if you want to highlight PowerPoint, you can do a highlight like this. Once you do this, you have to press the highlighter button again to get out of it. But now you will have to again right click and get the laser pointer back. So this is the recording environment. So some of you will need to write mathematical equations in your video lectures and also have to draw figures. So for this purpose, for the best experience, you need a graphic tablet, and a stylus. I will talk about graphic tablets in the next slide, but even using the mouse also, you can use a tool from Microsoft which comes by default on Windows 10. The name is Math Input. So this is the software Math Input, and here is simple equations you can write using the mouse also, while complex equations you may not be able to use mouse to write them, but you can use a graphic tablet. For example, how this works, I will just show you. Let us see, writing a simple equation. I am purposely not writing very clearly to show you some features. So as you see, it has not picked up the first thing accurately. So if this happens, you can say select and correct, and then draw a boundary like this. It will select it, and then you select the correct version. So now you see the correct version has been picked up. Now you press the insert button, that will take it to the buffer of the system, uh, and you can paste it wherever you want. In some of the earlier slides, I talked about graphic tablets. Uh, these devices are available in wide variety, and the price is dependent upon the area of which you get for writing and the technology by which you connect to the laptop or desktop. For example, some of them will connect only through a USB cable. Some of them will offer you Wi-Fi and Bluetooth connection also. And the price is also dependent upon the pen pressures which it distinguishes. For example, wherever the word artist is mentioned, these are very high-end tablets, and these are for professional artists. For our purposes, for example, this one and this one is quite okay. So once you have done the recording, you have to export the video, export the final video, and you go to the file option and you will find this long menu. From here you select the export option. This is the step one, and then when you select the export option, you get this sort of menu where you have to select the create a video. So this is the continuation of the previous slide where you were uh, exploring export option. So you will have to press the create a video, and then you get these options. And in this drop down, you have several resolutions. One is as high as 4K, then the lower one is Full HD, then still lower is HD 720p, and then still lower is standard 480p. I would suggest that you don't go beyond 720p because higher resolution will not make much difference, and the file size will be very high, and the export time will also be very high. For example, this video which I exported in 720p took around 5 minutes to export, and the file size is around 45 MB. Then once you select the resolution, leave the second option as default and say create video. Then you will notice that at bottom you will see the export progress bar, and sometime later, I mean depending upon the video lecture length, the export option will take quite some time, and you will get a MP4 video which you can then uh, put on YouTube or anywhere and or circulate to your students. Thank you very much for watching this video till the end. I have very briefly presented you about creating a video lecture using commonly available tools.